Hey guys, welcome back to the Retail Boss YouTube channel. I'm so glad you guys could join me today for another product review. I hope y'all ready, because this is about to be so bomb.com. I can't even describe how I'm feeling about this particular product review. Now, first off, let me say this. I have tried several different products when it comes to gluing down wigs, stabilizing wigs, putting a wig down to where it can stick just for 24 hours throughout the day. And I'm one of those people that I like to take my wigs off at night. Most of my clients that I service, they're also the same way. So for me to hear about this new product and to find out that it's really not a glue, but it's more of a gel, and there's two different versions of it, I'm just ecstatic. This wig I have on right now is not glued down. I get a lot of people stopping me when I wear this particular wig. This is what I like to call my mom wig, because I literally can throw her on, go out the door, it looks good, I don't have to worry about blending anything. It's just, in this hair, it holds the wave pattern. I could just up and go with it. And that's how I really design most of my wigs to work. So I do a lot of glueless wigs. It's just something about me having to have that glue stuck to my forehead or, the outer perimeter of my head. I sweat a lot. I like to breathe at night. It's just not my thing. So when my dear friend Tamika sent me her product to try out, I was ecstatic, because first of all, you can use this product and take your wig off at night just by spraying a little water on it, loosening it up, and taking it off. And then if you want to put it back on next morning, literally 5 minutes, okay? So that right there was everything for me. Two, this particular product, if you are a hairstylist watching this video, I need you to understand that the young lady that created this product, the Bold Hold product, she's also a licensed cosmetologist. So she made this product available for you to be able to retail in your salon. And I love the way these products come in these little tubes. So it's easy for your clients to manage, especially if they want to use a product to where they can put it on and take it off. It's not that big of a deal. It's not a lot of work. Easy cleanup, and they still want to have that look. They can still do that. Everyone's different. And what I love, like I said, about the product is she also has these little tubes online. So if you want to have them in this type of tube for retail, you can actually buy the tubes empty and fill on your own as well in retail. She has pretty much anything you buy on her website, you can retail it to your clients. So that is important. And a lot of times as stylists, we don't like to retail products. And I don't understand why. I'm like, are you afraid to sell the product? Are you afraid to make the investment and buy the product, but yet and still you want to use the product on your client? And then you want to let them go out the door and find it in the beauty supply store? I think that's absolutely crazy. So she actually has little sets of retail that you can sell to your clients that wear your wigs. So this is really this is just the bomb. I'm just excited about it. So anyway, let me tell you about the two products. Today I'm going to be trying out the liquid gold, which is in this tube. This is what I was sent. And then there's also the Bold Hold Lace Jelly. So you can use either one. I was told that the liquid gold, has more of a hold. So I've been hearing that this can last up to 5 days. And then the Bold Hold Lace Jelly, which takes a little bit longer to dry in my experience, but you can get at least 2 or 3 days wear out of it. And if you don't want to keep it on, you can spray a little water and it comes right off. Both of these work exactly like that. This one is just a little bit longer hold than this one. So I'm gonna be trying out the liquid gold today, and I'm probably gonna use the Bold Hold Lace Jelly for maybe some styling purposes. I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I put my wig on. I might wanna do some baby hairs and swoops. I don't know. I feel like I'm 40 years old. I'm 43 years old to be exact. So me and baby hairs and swooped edges, we don't really get along. I think that's just for me. I'm a little bit too mature for those things. But for those who want to have those types of look, that's what the lace jelly can also be used for. So it has like two functions. I'm also going to be showing you guys, I'm using the Bold Hold Lace Tint Caramel color. That's my color that I use. I spray this on the lace of all of my wigs, whether they're glueless or not. This is what I use to match my skin tone. So I'm going to be spraying this as well. And I want to show y'all what that kind of looks like real quick. Now this particular lace from the wig that I'm getting ready to show you guys, as you can see, is super light. Doesn't match my skin tone at all. Now with the lace tint, and I've already sprayed it on this particular piece just so that y'all can see how it really matches my skin tone. So what I have learned about it is based on the different types of laces that you guys purchase, you may have to spray more or less depending on the type of lace that you're using. If it's Swiss lace, regular lace, transparent lace, HD lace, your consistency of how much of that spray you're gonna have to use is gonna be different every time. So what I suggest you guys do is just cut off a piece of the lace and try it out first before you go and spray your whole entire wig, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this wig off, and y'all see I got a whole little setup over here. It's really important in the salon when you're servicing your clients to make sure that your station is clean, is sanitary, all the tools that you may possibly use, you have all of those things available in advance before your client come, and you're not trying to scrounge around and get those things together. So your setup on your station is extremely important. So you see that I have everything here. You guys may see me reaching back, but it's all good. I just want you guys to really get a feel as into what I'm doing and why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, every time I do a different wig, it may be a different color, it may have, like I said, a different base in terms of the lace. I may do things a little differently. It's just according to what I'm working with, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this wig. As you guys can see, all I have on is a stocking cap. I mean, that's just how I roll. It's taken a whole lot for me to get used to using things to like glue down to my hairline. I'm just not that person. And guess what? Everyone has a different type of clientele. So a lot of times as a stylist, my clients are kind of like in tune to kind of do the same things that I do. And when they see me with my wigs on, they ask me like, is that glued down? Is it glueless? Like, you know, what type of unit do you have on? And I'm like, yeah, girl. So I'll take it off, let them see it. I've actually been in the grocery store without taking my wig off, and people have just been surprised, like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know. But yeah, that's another story. But yes, we're getting ready to go ahead and do this wig. And this wig in particular, I'm gonna go ahead and bring her in the camera. I'm trying new things, y'all, okay? I'm not a person that does a lot of flamboyant colors. From time to time, but not a lot. So one of my my mentees that I actually taught her how to make wigs, she colored this unit for me. I sent her one of my units and said, hey, I want you to do something funky. So if you go onto Instagram, she is Rainbow Fringe, and they're twin sisters. Actually, they're twinsters, and they do amazing colors. So I wanted to kind of feature her color in my YouTube video today. So check out Rainbow Fringe on Instagram, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and remove her. And I have already pre-cut the lace, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I kind of forgot. I forgot to do it on camera, but hey, things happen, it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my lace tint on, and I'm gonna let that dry. And while that's drying, I'm gonna also go ahead and clean my hairline just to make sure that I don't have any makeup that's going to cause the product that I'm getting ready to use like not to stick. So let's go ahead, let me do that first. Let's do that real quick. So again, I'm using Caramel, trying to make sure you guys can see, and this is Bold Hold Special Edition Lace Tint Caramel. And this actually comes in 4 ounces, and this bottle lasts a long time, guys. I mean, a long time, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna spray on the inside of the lace. And I'm gonna actually kind of hold it and spray it. And you guys don't have to be heavy on the spray. You really, really don't. So I'm gonna let that sit for a second, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean off my hairline with 91% alcohol. And the reason why I'm using the alcohol, to just make sure I don't have anything that's gonna block this product from, you know, sticking really well. So what I like to do is I buy these little bottles from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna tell y'all, if you've not listened to the Retail Boss podcast, I'm gonna need you to go ahead, first of all, click and subscribe to this channel, because this is brand new for me, and I'm getting ready to grow this page, and I'm getting ready to really show y'all how to retail product to your client, what products out there that are good products to use to retail to your clients, especially when it comes to wigs, because all products are not made equal. And I have tried products over and over and over again, you know, just to see what really works, especially on different textures of hair, curly hair, wavy hair, kinky, curly, straight, swavy, wavy. I mean, we just gonna go down the whole line of the different textures of wigs that are out there, different textures of hair. And I'm just gonna show y'all what products that I've used that work really, really well. And you guys need to be retailing. This is not the time to play the games during this COVID season. We need to get our coins. And if you guys have not ever thought about retailing products to your clients, this is the time. I need you guys to really think about that, because the income that you can create is amazing, okay? So let's not miss out on retail product. So I'm gonna go ahead and just clean my hairline, this area here, because I already know without a shadow of a doubt that it has mad makeup on it, because I did my makeup off camera, of course. This is, like I said, guys, this is all new to me, so I haven't really gotten comfortable with, like, okay, I'm gonna do my makeup on here. I don't consider myself, I mean, I do makeup well, but I don't really be putting myself out there like a makeup artist. But as a licensed cosmetologist, we are able to do hair, nails, and skin. So that's a great thing about being a part of this industry, because when one part of your business is lacking, there's always something else that you could do to make money. So I don't understand why hairstylists in this industry be so broke. I don't understand. You could click off from one thing to another. If your books are slow with the hair, start offering manicures and pedicures. You know, do the basics. If you're like, well, I don't do a bunch of nail designs, okay, that's fine. You could do the basics. You know what I'm saying? So there's always a way to make money. And that's something that I had to learn along this journey. Like, don't short yourself. You know, we are in a $500 billion industry, guys. Like, this ain't no game out here. You got people coming in the industry creating products, making hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, because they saw that the beauty industry was a way to make good money and a way to win and service people and give people what they want. So I need y'all just to keep that in mind. Now I'm going to put my blow dryer on low, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit the inside of this wig real quick, because I want to make sure that the lace tint is actually, you know, completely dry before I put it on. Okay, so let me see how we feeling. We feeling dry, we feeling dry. Yeah, feels really good, feels pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide her on real quick and get her together. I'm gonna bring my stocking cap down a little bit. Y'all might be asking, well, how come you're not doing the ball cap method? Because I already know I'm gonna take this off. So I think it's pointless to do ball cap method if you know you're gonna take it off at night. It's just, I mean, you can, but why do it if you don't have to? I figured why start some process that I'm gonna have to keep trying to fix? So I don't know, it's just easier. And I'm gonna go ahead and try my unit on. Boom. And I'm gonna get her in the right spot, and then I'm gonna pull her back so I can put the product on. So you wanna just make sure that it lines up good with your hairline. I have a little bit of a like widow's peak right here. I'm gonna pull my stocking cap forward a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, a tiny one. So what I like to do is just make sure everything is fitting right. And let's see how this is looking with my lace tint. Looks pretty good to me. So I normally take like my little ear tabs and I'll kind of pull them tight just to make sure that everything looks good and it's blended nice across my hairline. And that looks pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pull this back, just a little TT like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply the product to my hairline. And what I can tell you, what I like about this product too, is that it's made for your hairline, so it won't snatch your edges out. Now, I do not have the Skin Protect, but according to the instructions that, you know, my homegirl was letting me know, you don't have to necessarily use the Skin Protect, especially if you know you're gonna take it off, because the Skin Protect is gonna be there to help it to adhere to your skin longer as well. However, the product will not affect your edges at all. And y'all already know we don't have time to be losing edges out here, and that's an important fact that you need to bring up to your clients. The reason why you're retailing them the right product is because of things like that, especially if they have hair. Now, a lot of my clients, because I do offer prosthetic hair units to people that don't have any hair, sometimes it doesn't matter for them if they're gonna keep it on for a long period of time. Most of them like it glued down for a long period of time. Some of them do, some of them don't. Everybody's different. You just gotta figure out what your clientele likes, okay? So before I do anything, I'm gonna go ahead and let me put some hand sanitizer on my hands, because I can't remember if I touched my face, and I don't want any of my oils from my skin to mess up when I'm getting ready to do with this product, okay? All right, so I'm just gonna kind of wipe my hands off, make sure I'm good. And now I'm going to apply my Bold Hold Liquid Gold. And I know y'all can't really see the labeling a little bit. I don't know if you can or not. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna apply the product to my finger first, and then I'm just going to like glide it on slowly. So does it matter like where you start? Not necessarily. It's just I guess nature or natural to start right here in the top part of your hairline. And guys, I don't like to bring my wigs down super far. I mean, everybody's different. So I'm really focusing on putting it. I can feel it right here at my hairline. So I'm going right in front of the hairline. I'm gonna bring it all the way down. And so far, I mean, the product goes on smooth from what I can feel and from what I can see. It doesn't have a smell. And I don't feel like you have to use a lot of it. It looks like it spreads good. So I think I got a little bit too much right there. So I'm gonna bring that back, slide it on down. So far so good. I mean, I like it. And I'm gonna come right here in front of my hairline, because in front of my hairline, in front of my ear, I do have the ear tabs. So and the tighter you pull the ear tabs, the flatter it's going to lay. I'm gonna put a little bit more on the other side of my ear tab on this side, because I felt like I could use a little bit more right up in here. And I can already like feel it drying. So this doesn't take a long time to dry, guys. I'm going to use a little bit of warm heat. Okay, I don't want it to get too dry. I think we good. I think it's pretty tacky. Yeah, feels good over there. Feels good. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead on and slide this bad boy down. So again, you wanna just make sure that you got your wig positioned correctly. And again, you just wanna make sure you don't go too far past your hairline. So I already know my little widow's peak is the problem. I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but I do. So that's the first spot where I'm gonna make sure I stick it and stick it well. And I'm gonna work to my right side. And guys, you wanna just kinda have a nice little tug on it and walk, I'm gonna say walk your fingers slowly as it's starting to stick. Walk your fingers slowly. And you don't have to rush, give it time. Let it do what it do. So I'm walking my fingers a little bit at a time. And I am gonna hit this side with the hair dryer, I am. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this side down well. And you can feel it because it's good and sticky now. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you no lies. And I can feel it getting tighter. Let's slide this over just a little bit. Right there. And hold it. So I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry this one side. As you can see, this side is not down yet, okay? You just wanna apply that pressure to make sure that it's stuck before you move any further. And I'm probably gonna add a little bit more down here. I might have missed a spot right here. The end of my ear tab. But so far, so good. This bad boy is tight. So I'm gonna put a little bit more glue. I mean, not glue, gel, liquid gold. Just a little bit more right in here. And right at the bottom of my ear tab. And any extra, like if you feel like you see a little bit, you can take it off at the end. All right. We doing something. All right, so now let me get this other side going. Let me make sure it's not like dry. Child is dry, Lord. Y'all, it don't take much. And I'm sure that that air that I was blowing over here probably made itself, you know, spread to the other side. So I'm gonna add a little bit more product. I got to re-wet. Man, that was quick. That's not a bad thing though. I ain't mad at it. How about I just do like a little bit at a time? Let's see. All right. And I feel like that ear tab part is always like a challenging little spot to get to stick. All right, here we go. Again, the ear tab, that be the spot. I'm telling you, that be the spot that will get on your last nerve. All right. So I'm gonna hit it one more time. Whew, child, we made it. We on here. I mean, it feels nice and secure, okay? Real secure. So I'm gonna just take a little bit of water and I'm just gonna wipe off the excess because I can feel that I got a little bit of excess right in those little areas right in front of the ear tab where I had to put a little bit more. I don't want my face to be like looking gluish or white. And guys, I can tell you this, it glues down really well. Like I like it. I like it a lot. So now I can kind of wear it any kind of way, like either side, but because this color is so popping, this is the longer side I'm gonna wear on this side. Wow, really like how this looks. So I may or may not add a part, I don't know, probably, yeah, I will. All right, this is cool, like it. So guys, so far, this thing is down. Do you hear me? I mean, I didn't put anything to tie it down and it's down. Okay, let's get the styling. Love it. Looks amazing. Looks amazing. Let's see. Did I get a look? Was it still a little bit wet? I think it might have still been a little bit wet right here. Okay, let's see. Let me add a little TT right there. So sometimes, hey, sometimes you miss a little spot. So yep, I see it right there. See, this is what I'm saying. You gotta be real when you showing people reviews, because most YouTubers will go off camera and then not even show y'all that they fixed that little piece, but that ain't me. Okay. All right, let's do this. All right, so I'm gonna do a little styling and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so now that I have it all the curls dropped, I want to, looks really good so far. I want to use the Bold Hold Lace Jelly just to kind of push the hairs up a little bit right here in the front. I just want to show you the versatility of the product. But as you guys can see, everything is laying really nicely. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the Bold Hold Lace Jelly, and this product is pretty thick. That's probably why it takes longer for this one to dry if you're gonna use it to hold your wig down. But today I'm gonna just use it for styling, and then I'm gonna do another video with this so you guys can see how well this holds as well as the liquid gold. So I'm gonna put just a little bit on my brush. I'm gonna just tap a little bit of that off because it's so thick. And I'm just gonna put it right here to the edge. And that will just help this part in the front just kind of stay up a little bit more. I mean, you could also use, you know, hairspray as well. And these were kind of already laying here, so I'm just gonna put just some on there so it can just stay down. And put some right here so this can just, I just don't want it to move. Cause I'm gonna keep that like behind my ear like this. I don't really wanna lay like baby hairs, and I know a lot of y'all are fans of baby hairs, but sis, I'm just not. I just feel like I'm too old to be, not old, I'm not old, but you know, I'm too mature to be wearing baby hairs. Oh, there it go, there it go. See, it's, when I tell y'all I'm in love with it, like I really am in love with the product. It's holding up really nicely. And just that little bit of gel right there in the front, the jelly is really thick. So it will hold that hair in place right where you want it. Boom. That's it. And like I said, if I wanted to kind of wear this back off my face, I could. On both sides or not. So I just want y'all to see how well with the lace tint it really blends really nicely. And I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna keep touching it because I don't want this to get like white or gooky or anything like that. I just kind of wanna just let it do what it's gonna do. And I'm pleased with that. Y'all let me know what you think about the product down in the comments. Let me know what you think about this product review. If you guys want more of these type of videos, let me know what kind of videos you guys want. Like I said, I'm gonna be using a numerous amount of really great professional product lines on wigs and hair extensions, because it's important to make sure that we know what type of products to use, making sure we're using product in the salon that we can actually retail. Like I told you earlier, this product, you can purchase it as a licensed professional, beauty professional, and sell it in your salon. And if I were you, and I'm gonna just give y'all this tip. When I was a salon owner, I bundled a lot of my retail products into the pricing of my wig and hair extensions. So if someone is coming in to get it installed, you can already factor in your pricing with the service itself. And it just comes with it. Like, it's like not a thing where a person could say, oh, I don't want it. It comes with the service. And it could just be one of these small tubes of the liquid Bold Hold Gold, or it could be the lace jelly. It's whatever. It depends on, like I said, on the client, if they're gonna wear it for a longer period of time. This, the liquid gold, they're saying that it's lasting 5 days. I'm gonna try it out. The jelly, 2 to 3 days. I'm gonna let y'all know. But for the most part, what I can tell you is this sucker, it ain't moving. It's not, it's really not coming off. And I mean, I can appreciate it. Like, I really can appreciate it. I like the versatility of both of the products. So you can also sell this as just a regular styling product as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure other people can use this for many other purposes because it's a jelly. So this is more of a styling product, still can hold your wigs down. This one is definitely for just holding your wigs down. So guys, I'm pleased with it. Let me know what y'all think. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm gonna be dropping these videos every week. And if y'all have questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments. You guys can hit me up as well on my website, www.retailbossbiz.com. And also make sure that you guys listen to my podcast because I'm always dropping business tips. And I talk a lot about things that happen within your beauty business. I'm giving you advice on how to move, advice on how to make more money in the salon. Make sure you guys check out the Retail Boss podcast on all podcast streaming platforms, okay? So I'll see you guys back next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you share this video with somebody, and I'll see you guys back real soon. Have a great day.